forget. It was our junior year of high school, homecoming week to be exact. There was one final challenge left to determine the winners of homecoming week, the juniors and the seniors. There was two people left that hadn't gone in the final relay, Dylan and another classmate. The other classmate was so scared and so terrified of being in the public and embarrassing the whole class and losing that he wouldn't go up and do it. So Dylan, he stepped up, he chugged that 12-ounce can of root beer, did 10 bat spins, and sprinted the football field. He lost, pretty terribly actually, but that shows you what kind of person he was. Maybe it wasn't a verbal hit, but he was willing to take a hit for you. The reason we're gathered here today is because he was a selfless and generous man, and odds are, for everyone here, he made you a better friend, a better teammate, a better acquaintance, more importantly, a better person. Dylan was an excellent individual, constantly giving his best in everything he did. He was kind-hearted, had many talents, but most importantly, he had a compassionate personality. First and foremost, his kind heart was incredible. He did numerous selfless and generous acts. It was our sophomore year basketball practice. After a grueling practice, we had just lost the last two games, and coach wasn't very happy. Someone managed to lose their practice jersey, and we could either do 5 team suicides or 3 for the individual who lost it. Nobody stepped up, but we knew an upperclassman did it, but that didn't matter. Dylan stepped up and he did the 3 suicides, just so the rest of the team didn't have to do the 5. Throughout his 4 years of basketball, he also participated and volunteered in Little Dribblers. No, he might not have been the best basketball player, but to them, it didn't matter. It was about playing with a big kid, a varsity basketball player, and just getting the experience. Dylan was an extraordinarily gifted athlete and musician. In drumming, he didn't pick up the drumsticks till he was in the 6th grade. He taught himself, he never took lessons. He was recognized at the conference, at the district, and even the state level for composing his own ensemble and participating in his own band. For baseball, he had received many first-team all-conference awards. He played in the All-Star game at our very own Miller Park, and he even competed in D2 collegiate baseball. And those are all great, but it was how he got there. It was his work ethic. He was there for long days, but even longer nights, constantly fine-tuning his skills to become the best player that he could be. Dylan was a compassionate and protective guy, not always standing up for what was popular, but what he knew was right. In the 3rd grade, there was a boy who would always play with the girls, and he would do double dutch. And the other guys, they would play football, but they didn't take it too well. They would constantly ask him and beg him and tease him, and then it started to get verbal. Dylan would go time and time again and stand up for the kid. He would take the verbal blows for him because he understood. He also did the same thing. Most importantly, Dylan helped me through my own grandpa's death. He was a great man, and we had the greatest bond. We had the stereotypical grandfather-grandson bond where we'd go fishing or we'd be in the shop and we'd make things together, and when he passed, that was one of the toughest times for me, and Dylan was right there by my side the whole time. We talked about the good times and what we should remember, and we had to move on. We hugged and we talked, and he's the reason I got through it. reason we're here is to remember the kind-hearted, many-talented, compassionate personality person of Dylan. And I want to leave you with one final thought. When you think about a true friend, a good person, ask yourself, would they chug a whole can of root beer and sprint a football field just to protect you?